the sun be out. It is a downright nice day. My neighbor's out here. Hell, they had a big old bonfire going the other day. Although it was snowing. I seen snow fall the other day. They're out there with a bonfire. She's putting up a greenhouse or something out there, but yeah, they had a little fire going, they had a little party going. That was yesterday. I guess it was Sunday. But it is the start of a new week. And this is going to be a good week because we get to start our game with my opponent for Central America. And we're getting ready for the online convention. And it's going to be a busy weekend, so I got to get my everything in order. As a matter of fact, I just came in from outside running a dog. And I'm a little late on the moves for my buddy's game. Here, I'm pestering him, and he finally makes moves, and I'm the one that's dawdling. But yeah, it's too nice. When it's nice outside, old GWG's outdoors. But we'll be right back. So here we are. Like I said, it's going to be a busy week, and so I'm kind of getting my priorities, my chores out of the way first, so I can enjoy the rest of the week. So it might be a little bit slow on the gaming, but I did want to get some moves in on this game. And like I said, I think he sent me these moves over a week ago. Hold on, so let me pause for a clearing of the throat break. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start his vlog here in a second. I got some other stuff I want to do, but I just want to drop in here real quick and get this thing started. I did clear my board off to reflect what you see here on the Vassal mod. And we'll do this together. We'll see what his mod is, and we'll go through the sequence of play. And as is with all games, this will be kind of cool to see what happens with this opponent. Kind of as a preview of what's going to happen this weekend. You know, you just got to double check, make sure everything's done right. And hell, I might be doing things right. There might be something that I've been doing that's wrong too. So we'll be checking and double checking each other. And whenever I begin a game, I always tell them, let the legalese begin. Because I always spend more times looking at the rules and trying to clarify the rules than you do playing the game a lot. So we'll see what goes on with this game, how smooth it is. So far, it's been really easy for me. Yeah, I've exploring the heck out of this game, and this is just the beginning scenario. So, and for a beginning scenario, it is not that bad with all the insurgency points that you get and stuff. So we're getting ready to start the Central America, the first scenario, number 1. And when we come back, we'll see what the vlog says. We'll be back. Alright, we're ready to start. We'll start off with a sequence of play. I think this supply phase is null and void because I do not see us having any supply depots available. 0 for each of us. And the communist player 2. Yep, so we won't be messing with any of this going on through here. The allied player trace supply lines. Like I said, we're all in supply the first turn, so I think that's skipped. Reorganization phase. Null and void this first turn. No units are half strength anyway. We're all ready to go. So the first thing we'll be doing is looking for him to be doing any regular ground unit movement phase. So let's go on up here and with this vlog, you just go on over here, and I think this is where step forward through the page. So we'll see what he says here. I will go ahead since the supply situation is fixed in the first turn anyway. Communist ground air stage regular unit movement phase. I wonder if he punched that in. Huh. Regular unit ground. Yeah, if he's right. I mean, if he did punch it in, that's great. But I'm gonna have to do that every time. But just hats off to him. That's killer that he put that in there. Yep, ground unit movement phase, and that's what this little text box is for when you play this Vassal game. I've done this many a time, and it's kind of cool the way it goes on. All right, let's go ahead. All right, communist ground unit brigade moves. Oh, he's doing some movements. Where on mine I wouldn't have moved. Now. Hold on a second. Does anybody see a problem with this here yet? Oh, we ain't even off to the first turn. Come on, I'm waiting for somebody to put up their hand. Oh, yeah, you Jenkins. Yeah, you're the one. What's the problem with that move right there? We'll be right back. All right, then. We will give him that movement because we have looked up. Hold on a second. We're unprepared there. Hold on. All right. Here's where it would stop. A regular ground unit moves into an enemy zone of control, must end its movement of that turn. That's when you first enter it. He's already in my zone of control. A unit can exit an enemy zone of control by expending 1 movement point in addition to the cost of for entering a hex outside an enemy zone of control. Okay, well, he hasn't done that. That doesn't apply there, but it's just good to know. Now, here's where he gets to make his move. A unit can move from one enemy zone of control into an adjacent zone of control by expending its full movement point allowance. So he'll have to stop there, but that is something I did not know, and I'm glad I looked and checked out the rules. Like I said at the beginning of this video, there might be some stuff that I don't know. So we're all learning everything. We're looking at everything together here. Now here's another one down here. Unless specified by the scenario instruction, the zone controls do not extend beyond a country's setup boundary. Huh. Printed on the map at the start of the game. So he might get away with this one. This might be a caveat. Once the country's neutrality has been violated, but once he moves in across it, then the regular by an enemy ground unit, the zone of controls do extend into both countries. All right, well, that means that he's here. My zone of control don't extend into his country until it's been violated. Technically, I guess he does violate it there by going on in there. So we'll give him that move, but I don't think he can move anywhere else. So we'll see what goes on with the next vlog. So there you go. That was different than my game when our exercises. And like I said, all the plans in the world go out the window on the first contact with the enemy. All right, here we go. Here we go. Next one. Oh, I didn't see that. Where did he move that from? Okay, I guess it was maybe here. Well, I'm trying to see. Did he move from here? I was looking up here. Wasn't looking down here, and all of a sudden this unit applied. But like I said, he could expend his full movement allowance to do that, which is fine. What am I doing here? I'm sorry. We moved Avenge. I think the Vengeance was here. All right, so it's another move he can make. Lopez from here, I guess. Alright, I'll have to go look at this. I'll be right back. That's one thing about, because I don't want to mess with this clicking around on here because it'll keep attracting a log. So I'm going to have to go back to the board I got and find out where that Lopez came from. The Vengeance and Lopez. And he could do it, but I just got to find out where they came from. I'm thinking the Vengeance came from here and moved there. Well, here, I'll tell you. The Vengeance moves from 2411 to 2311. Okay, that helps. 2411 to 2310. That's the Vengeance. 2310. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Vengeance. Move from 2411 to 2311. Okay, that is it. Yeah, okay. Next was Lopez from 2511 to 2411. So let's see this here, 2511. All right, we got it. We're up to date. It's what I thought it was, but I just want to make sure. All right, so they are moving around to start off with, which is fine. Huh. Well, let's see what's up. It's always cool. And I see the tags here. Got the mood markers on them, so that helps too. All right, let's see what we got going on here next. This is interesting. I'm not even going to look at this. I'm looking down here from now on. That's not the good thing to do, so we're just going to click it here together. Oops, sorry about my stomach. If you're hearing that. What's going on here? All right, Lopez. I don't think he's done anything else. I just clicked it. Nothing else happened, so. Communist ground air stage insurgency movement phase. All right, so here we go. We're getting done. Let me check this out real quick, and we'll be right back. Well, this is where you can move his insurgency units up to 4 hexes, no matter what. And if he only moves them 1 or 2, 0, 1 or 2, he puts those reserve markers on there. So we'll see how it goes about doing that. There's insurgency movement phase. And I like the way he's got this all checked out here. This is great. Yeah, I mean, Alright, let's see what's up. I didn't look. Oh, okay. He's moving one out to deal with my insurgents. Alright, next. Alright, well, he only moved them once, so we can put an insurgency reserve marker on there. As long as they don't use 4, I think is what the rule is. Let me check that out real quick. Alright, well, yeah, I guess he's not putting them on there yet, but yeah, hit those things can go into insurgency reserve. Next move. Oh, he's doing it. You can put one on that other unit too. Put that unit back. Communist insurgency reserve created 241. We know about that. You can make another one on your other units too there. Communist ground and air stage. Insurgency placement phase. Alright, I'm going to send him a quick email telling him where I'm at and telling him that he can put an insurgency reserve marker on this unit. Where's my goofy thing? Here we go. He can put an insurgency reserve marker on this one. I don't think he knows that he still has movement left with these. He's only moved that unit once. So I'm going to get in touch with him real quick and press stop on this. Alright, I just sent him an email letting him know where I'm at. And that I don't know. We'll go through this and see if I could put it on there for him. I'm not going to do that. I told him when it comes to his turn, if it comes time for his second movement or something, he'll be able to do it. But it's just want to make note that this unit here is still his movement left. He only used one of his 4. And I'm pretty sure that's what it says. He can place an insurgency reserve marker on units that moved 0, 1, or 2 hexes. So there you go. Oh, I guess if he moved 3 or 4, he couldn't place the marker. Oh, that's good. But he only moved 1, so. Alright, we'll go up to his... And this is going to be interesting, too, to see how he does this. We got to get this chart out here. Hold on a second. Alright, we're here clearing things up, sending emails to my opponent. I incorrectly told him that he only used 1 movement point. But in the insurgency movement phase, they don't use their movement allowance. Do not use their movement allowance. They're allowed a 4 hex any terrain movement that they can move up to. And if they don't move at all, and they only use 1 or 2 hexes of that 4, they still can be placed in insurgency reserve. So there you go. We are getting ready to go on with this insurgency placement phase. Oh, boy, that was loud. Turn that on down. I didn't know this thing had an audio to it. Alright, so insurgency placement phase. Now this will be, like I said, curious to see. I had to go in the other room and grab the communist player chart because I don't believe we would be... I don't think we're looking... I don't know if these tables are the same for each player. They might be. I have no idea. I got time to look, but right now we are on this communist insurgency placement table. Now, Dyro modifiers. Placement or disbandment. Any U.S. insurgency unit not going to use that. Placement or disbandment and attempt in an insurgency's home country. He'll be using that. Placement or attempt in a city or town. Nothing to do with the village. There's no city or towns around there. Alright. Insurgency units cannot be placed in cities or town outside their... Oh, cannot be placed in cities outside their home country. You don't have to worry about that. If a unit is placed in a town or port controlled by the opposing player, it must attack target. So none of that will apply, but he will get a +1 attempt if he goes in our home country. So let me go see here what's going on, how he will do this. We'll zoom in, let you see with me. And like I said, if he's putting all this in here, that is killer. I told him hats off. I don't think the mod does that, but we'll see. All right, and I'm gonna have to do the same. Communist allied area counterinsurgency space, which won't happen. Communist ground and air stage first insurgency disbandment phase, that won't happen. Oh, hold on. He didn't place any insurgency units? Whoa. First, all right, let me pause this. All right, email time again. He skipped that phase. Yeah. So I don't see no new units on here. I don't see any roles for units. Let me see here. Yeah, these aren't. So I'm gonna have to get a hold of him and tell him he missed a phase. Maybe he didn't want to place them. I'll find out. But yeah. No, so that's the way things go when you play these games. You know, luckily I got time. This is out of my gaming season. I got some stuff to do a little bit, but other than this right here, which I have time for, this weekend is a highlight of my gaming season. It'll be my first convention. Even though it's online, I'm looking forward to it. I have to get myself set up here. I have the big computer here, my laptop over here, I have Discord and everything else going on. But yeah, this is the way it goes. I mean, like I said, I don't want to cheat the guy out of placing units. Maybe he's a step ahead of me and don't want to place them. I'll get a hold of him and tell him, hey, you didn't place those units. He'll say, hey, dude, because I didn't want to place those units. But why would you hold the units back? I'm not sure. All right, emails got to be sent. We will be back, and I don't know if I'm going to make this a video. Maybe we will. We'll see. We'll be right back. All right, we're just going to end the video here because I got three emails I sent to him. They're waiting a response from, but I'm going to stop here at the insurgency air mission phase, which he won't have because he don't have no air units, but I just wanted him to know. And I even told him, I go, maybe you don't want to place no insurgency units. I have no idea, but I didn't see a die roll for any attempts to fail, so we are going to stop it here. And this is what my opponent is attempting to do. It's assuming that he don't want to place any insurgency units. He's got two easy for me to say, 2 insurgency command points. I gotta get my teeth fixed. That's why I'm not on video, and it's a whole different story. That's a whole different deal there. But let's look at charts and tables. Yeah, here you go. He's got 2 insurgency command points left. So, like I said, maybe he didn't want to, and he wants to save them. I gave him that option, but I told him I stopped here at the air missions phase until further notice. We're gonna call this a video, and there you go. Things going a little bit different in a strategy. Now, I'm going to use all my insurgency command points, and I'm going to use the heck out of this. Let's zoom it on in here, see if we can learn how to use this vassal. I'm going to use the heck out of that helicopter. Oh, they got a lot more detail in this than I do in my game. Huh. All right, we'll call it a video. Looking forward to the gaming week and a great gaming convention weekend. I'm signed up for, I think, almost for too many events, but none of them really clash with each other, so we'll see what's up. There's too much there to do to get into. I mean, you can't sign up for everything, and there's a lot of stuff I'd like to do, but that clash with the other on times of other events. So that is it from the legalese, charts and rules of flying. We'll be back. All right. Well, I was just ready to upload this video and make one. But we have an important announcement to make. And, like I said, I had a caveat that there might be things in this game that I've been doing wrong. I have been doing something wrong. That whole exercises, those previous videos that I did, I should have had my opponent do them, because he knows how to play the game. I obviously don't. And here's what I mean. I was emailing him, telling him he had insurgency placement points to place. And he said, well, I don't have any units to place. Well, if you remember in my game, I was taking them from the counter mix. Thinking, but it specifically says here, each player receives a pool of insurgency units so called for in this scenario. Well, here you go. In this scenario here, there are no pool of units. There's a supply 0. And the thing of it is, here's another thing. Why wouldn't it say insurgency units? It says command points, but it don't give you a... It should say insurgency units available 0. It tells you everything else is 0. Why don't it tell you that insurgency units available are 0? So that's why I took them from the pool. But it specifically says here, player must have insurgency units available, which we don't in the game. I mean, if you do in the counter mix, if all these insurgency units are already on the map, well, you know what? He can create no new ones until others are eliminated. Let me make sure I'm doing it. He's right, and I'm not right. During the insurgency placement phase, a player can attempt to create new insurgency units from his pool of available units and the following requirements. Each player receives a pool of insurgency ground units as called for by a scenario and a number of insurgency command points, which are, alright, well, this one doesn't say anything, so we'll take his side on it. Although, like I said, and it could be a rule thing what they didn't do on the practice, but why wouldn't they put on their insurgency units available 0 and use them for your pool? Let me read on this. That Honduras can never take a town or city during the turn stage. It does not say anything about what to do. Political effects. All right, I'll agree with him. and I'll explain it to him on my email that what I interpreted it as and what he interpreted it as, and I'll point out the fact that there are none there, but the rules do say from your pool of available units. Can't be able to deal with units, blah, 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 blah. The aerial counterinsurgency plays. Pool of insurgency units, yes. Alright, we're going by his rule then, and that whole military exercises game I had is null and void. That game integrity is shot. I didn't play that right at all. So we will not have no insurgency units available because the scenario doesn't call for any. I am going to make this a video because I don't want to get too winded and too long. But yeah, there we go. Learning rules to be applied. Finding out how to play the game the right way. We'll be back.